evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Foot Takeover. Welcome to X. Welcome to Kick. Welcome to Arsenal 2, Brighton 1. Match reaction and player ratings. And welcome, Ali. How you doing, Ali?
Yeah, not too bad, Bobby. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too
Yeah, I'm in your
bad.
hometown today. I'm visiting family, so I'm in Colchester at the moment.
Proper hometown.
Yes, mate.
Yeah,
I knew you'd
proper
like that.
hometown. Yeah, proper hometown.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is this is my stomping ground. I come here every Christmas to come and see family.
Oh, do you ever go to the castle?
But yeah, I think the one in the town centre or the one out
Yeah,
further out.
the one in the town centre. Yeah, proper
Yes,
classy.
every year we go for going to the town centre. So we
Yeah.
might do that over the next few days. But I'm here until the 30th. So
Oh, enjoy.
yeah, I literally got here 3-4 hours ago.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's good
I do
fun.
love Colchester. Yeah. What is it? The oldest recorded.
Well, the first city.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, some
The first
original
ever city,
roads built by the Romans. It's a lovely place.
indeed.
Right. Let's see what people have been saying. Bobby, Coach Ali, does Arteta need to tame Saka? He is becoming cocky and focus on scoring goals. It's becoming alarming. This is coming from a Saka fan. Ali.
You going first on that one?
I'll be honest, this is exactly what we need. We need Saka to be cocky. We need Gyökeres to be cocky. And once we get the left winger sorted, you'll see all three players becoming cocky. So I have no issues with it personally. Ali?
Me, I think it's more. I don't think he's being cocky. I think it's more frustration. I think there's times in games where he could square the ball to Gyökeres or Odegaard, like he did today,
Yeah.
and he's forcing the shot. I think that's where the majority of the fan base are getting a little bit frustrated with Saka because obviously, if the move does not end with Saka getting a goal or an assist, fans are going to start to say, "Oh, he's being a little bit cocky with it. He's hogging the
Yeah.
ball. He's not passing when he should shoot." Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So if his GA was high,
Yeah.
this conversation would not be happening.
True.
So
Yeah.
because when he's taking
Yeah.
the shot,
Yeah. Spot on.
he's missing or it's going down the throat of the keeper, and then you've
Yeah.
got someone that's square. More often than not, recently it's been Gyökeres.
Yeah.
People seem to think there's a bit of an agenda there. He doesn't want to pass to him and things like that, which I think's a load of nonsense. But
Yeah.
I just feel like sometimes he could just square it. For example, I think it was against Brentford. He could have squared it. Yes, the ball
Yeah.
went in. Kelleher makes a save and then it goes in over the goalie's head, type of thing.
Yeah.
Then it's happened on a number of occasions throughout the season where he could have done that. Maybe I think he was, if my memory serves me right, Everton away, he could have done that as well. So unless he starts putting these opportunities in the back of the net,
Mm.
unfortunately, Saka is now going to start to get that criticism.
Yeah. Exactly. I think if he hasn't had the season that he's had so far, this won't be mentioned at all.
Correct.
I personally have no issues with it, as I said. I'm dumbfounded that he got the assist today because, again, for me, that was all Odegaard.
For
Saka
sure. And
literally
what
just
did we
passed.
say yesterday
Yeah,
about
yeah,
Odegaard taking that
yeah,
shot, getting to the edge of the box, and letting
yeah.
the shot go from outside the box?
Exactly. If he does it, honestly,
He's got the ability.
he's got the ability. Exactly. But it is what it is.
For me,
So
that was
yeah,
probably one of Odegaard's better games this season.
yeah,
It's
it
not
was.
hard to be better than he has
No,
as
it's,
what he's done in terms of this season so far. But we
yeah,
also have to remember someone put, I don't know what group chat or Discord, I don't know where it was. Someone put he's had a stop start season because of his shoulder and then the knee and all sorts.
yeah,
So we got to give him a bit of a blight on that. But I think Arsenal fans are more harsh with Odegaard now because of last season's performances rather than this season.
yeah.
Because it's been a
No,
continuation, right?
yeah. No, I'm with you, mate. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. As for the next question, sorry, I'm just
Go on.
checking something. Also, where does that Raya save stand for you in his own recent performances and other Arsenal goalkeeper saves, if you can recall? I'll go with
That
you,
for
Ali,
me is
first.
in the top five. Top five in terms of his whole Arsenal career. I think the what that save meant in terms of mentally getting us over the line when we're 2-0 up. If he lets that in, it's 2-2. And we're having a different conversation on this live stream. And there would be a lot more head loss around the UK and abroad through Arsenal fans. So that for me was a special save, and I think that's probably the best save of this season from a David Raya perspective. And what it meant, the 3 points, City going top. He held his nerve in that position. I think Minter, I think that was a fantastic strike, man. I know you might say it's a little bit close to him and he should be saving that, but the pace of at which that ball was travelling. And even their, like, we'll get into it, but even their goal was a great finish in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah. For me, Ray has made some outstanding saves. So before I answer the question, he's made some amazing saves. I probably would struggle putting it in the top 10 if I'm honest, because that. Oh, really? I'd expect Raya to save that, and he did. No, he did it very well.
Yeah, for me, it's more the actual pressure on the game and in that actual moment. So I know, you know, when we say moments, moments for attackers, we can easily say that was a moment that Raya got us 3 points.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, mate.
If that makes sense. So yeah. I'm putting that all in. I mean, we can go back to his first season. You know, Spurs at the Emirates when he's scrambled across the goal and he's hooked it. Not Porto, sorry. Where was it? Atalanta, the double save. So things like that in terms of isolation of saves, but in terms of pressure, right? If that goes in, you're not top anymore. If that goes in, do we have the same belief and confidence going into the Villa game?
Yeah.
That type of... So that's how I'm collecting it. But you're spot on. If we're just doing save on save that he's made over the 3 years he's been here, then you're right. It's struggling to make the top 10 because that just shows how good he is as a keeper, how many outstanding saves he's made.
He's a brilliant shot stopper. He really is.
Villa Park last season, Ollie Watkins.
Yeah, we're talking about outstanding. Equalised today against Chelsea now, so
perfect. As long as Villa don't win, we're good.
Yeah. Hincapié at left back or Hincapié at centre back. We saw both today in one game. I felt left back is a bit better. I've said this all along. Look, he is outstanding as a centre back and a left back. Yeah. I personally want to see him at left back because then you've got Saliba, Gabriel, and Hincapié. Gabriel can kind of calm Hincapié down when he needs it because he does lose his head quite easily. But yeah, I love Hincapié. I'm glad everyone's now seeing what I've been,
which is great,
lucky enough to see. Yeah.
Obviously, we're not happy in the circumstances these opportunities are coming about. Yeah. But he's an outstanding football player, and for a change, well, from compared to the last few lives that we've done, I think Mikel made some good changes at the right time, and I think bringing in, we'll go into more detail shortly, but him experimenting, Hincapié left back, Gabriel coming on for 15-20, sets up nicely for Tuesday.
Yeah, it's good to see Gabriel back, which means he could possibly start against Villa. It's just unprofessional, the kind of chances we're missing. Arteta need to start imposing some fines and wage deductions.
Well said, Charles. Well said, mate.
I would say he should look at himself as well. I've seen the training. It does need more clinical training done, to be fair. It's way more weirder than that.
Is that down to Arteta, or is that down to the individual coaches that are doing shooting practice, that are doing the defensive drills, etc., etc.?
The only person that decides all the drills is Arteta, and then obviously the coaches will then take them off into little groups and do whatever.
So he's not like Fergie, and he's not like a Wenger where they usually let the coaches coach.
No. It's all down, apart from Heinze, but Heinze is more to do with the movement. So you'll probably see it from Hincapié, Gabriel, Saliba, the movement going forward. That's what Gabriel Heinze does. But as for all the actual drills, it's all Arteta. So Yeah,
Right.
for me, it's just keep your focus on Arteta when it comes to training.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. We should have had this game done by half time. We can't afford to keep being so wasteful. We'll get into the stats, and it's not going to be pleasing. I'll be honest. Big up to Chris. Big up, lads. Hope
Yes,
you're
Chris.
well. You've had just as stressful game as we did today as well. Liverpool versus Wolves.
That was mad.
Our front three is Saka, own goals and penalties. Yes, I mentioned it yesterday on the preview. Yeah, we're becoming own goal FC as well.
Listen, as long as we win, I don't care.
But you know, the one with today, that for me was more about pressure. So the way that we set up from corners, Rutter knew he had to get ahead on the ball. It was just unlucky for him. It went in towards the goal, but that is from our constant pressure from corners. So I'm perfectly happy with those ones personally. Yeah. Bergerus kicked off into my Bergerus. Oh my god. Evening, everyone. Hopefully not too stuffy turkey, mince pies, and quality street chocolates. I'll be honest. I've not had a mince pie for about 2 weeks. I don't like turkey. And I've not had Quality Street this year, so I'm absolutely fine with all those three, to be fair, mate.
Well, I had Quality Streets a few hours ago.
Oh, there you go. Ray gets a 10 despite conceding. I'm happy with our win today, but not happy with the performance. I feel like it's similar with you lot with Arsenal. Yeah, it's a little bit awkward at the moment. By the way, what a signing Hunji was. Our second top goals this season. It's mad, isn't it? Wait, Royce at right back.
Insane. But listen, it needs must. Exactly. Who else? Who can play there at this present moment in time?
Well, I'm pretty sure myself and a lot of fans will disagree on this situation because personally, we have a youngster called Josh Nichols who is a very good centre right back. He can do it. There's also another option which people could quite listen to is Saliba at right back due to the fact
I said that there
before.
I did say that. I thought
it is what it
but
is.
This is the problem. We've got so many. There's too many moving pieces. It's not like right back's the only position that we're moving at the moment. One minute Calafiori's playing centre back, the next minute he's got a niggle, and we're trying to do a fitness test in the warm up, and it hasn't worked out. Okay, no problem. Again, that's another shift. Timber was supposed to be playing yesterday. It's another shift. So how much time and practice have that back four had together? The answer is none. So. Exactly. To limit Brighton to what we did today is an outstanding achievement, in my opinion. But it's simple. We said this yesterday. We're going to say it throughout the stream. You got to finish your chances, and you make a good point there, Bobby, about Arteta. But at the end of the day, you don't need to practice the chances that we're missing. That's my issue right now. These are standard chances that I would expect a championship player to put in the back of the net. So it's not complex finishing here. Martinelli over the bar in the last dying minutes of the game. Like, get that on target, it's a goal. Yeah. Saka, got to do better. Hitting it straight at the keeper. It's not good enough. No. Gyökeres, first 2 minutes. Finally, we get a ball over the top. Trossard spins in behind. Dunk makes a mistake. It reminded me of Kai Havertz versus Brighton last season, where Havertz went and dinked it over the keeper, right? With his side foot. I think that's the finish that Gyökeres should have gone for. And if he did want to hit it with power, I'd rather he would have taken it on the volley and into the corner and he missed the target rather than just side foot it straight to the keeper like a back pass.
Yeah.
So for me, those are elementary finishes that a Premier League striker, let alone a striker for Arsenal, should be either stretching the keeper to make an outstanding save like Raya did for the Brighton one, or you're putting it in the back of the net. It's one of the two. You can't have anything in the middle.
Yeah. Somebody's asking about Timber and Calafiori. They're not on the injury list, so that's all I can say. Obviously, we'll do the preview Monday night. Okay. I'll let you know on Monday night, but there's nothing. They're not on the injury list at all, so I have no idea.
Hopefully they're minor knocks.
Say that again, sorry.
Hopefully they're minor knocks.
And
they're proportion.
As far as I'm aware about Timber, it's literally nothing to do with injury. It's just want to take him out of the give him some proper rest. So I have no
Oh, so
issues
is
with
that
this
the
personally.
because sorry to cut you there, Bobby. Arteta's post-match press conference, he said he fell awkwardly or something in training.
I've not seen nothing about that.
So I
Because he's not
think
on it.
he just might be making that up, and just
Could be
there's a
because
way of
he's
him not playing the game, right?
yeah. Well,
Because
he's not.
he was walking freely. He had his tracksuit on. He walked into the stadium today with the team, so it can't, like
Yeah.
you say, it can't be that bad.
It, the only way I could see that anything's happened to him is if something happened to him in the dressing room, like he slipped over or something. I don't know, but he's not on the injury list, so I don't understand
I
why
think you're
people are
spot
panicking.
on. I think he's just giving him a rest,
Yeah,
and to reduce the heat in the press and the in the stadium. He just basically said, "Oh, he jumped. He fell. It was a bit of it was a bit of a strange,
mm,
like strange injury. He was kind of, it's like saying
yeah,
he's got the flu when he hasn't.
yeah.
So let's hope that is the
Don't
case
get me started
because
on that one.
Matty
Yeah,
Cash is suspended for the Arsenal game. So we
he
need if
is. Yeah,
Timber's fit, then great.
indeed. Awkward and strange injuries, according to Arteta. Tell you
Exactly.
whatever the fuck that means. Just don't, Luke. I don't know what, mate. You know full well you should never listen to him. It's just not worth listening. Well, that was another rough one. 100% BX. Rare man of the match. Watkins levels it against Chelsea. It's still 1-1 at the moment. I did want to put it on
As long
Teams,
as
but
Villa don't
hold
win,
on.
we're good.
I ideally want Chelsea to be a draw for our sake, says Chris. Good
Of
evening,
course,
everyone.
Liverpool.
What is really the problem with Arteta and a poor game management? We were 2 goals up to 60 minutes, so why didn't Martinelli and Noni
Well
come
said.
on to stretch them? Definitely agree with the Noni one. I'm not understanding the Noni one at the moment because Noni stretches people. That's what he's good at, and not Hincape, Martinelli does as well. So I was reading the next comment, but yeah, I don't understand it. Hincape played as left back for Leverkusen when attacking. Grimaldo was a left winger when attacking.
Yeah.
Exactly, Chris. You've seen what I've seen, mate. Honestly, he's outstanding. And Marino was clearly tired. Why can't Norgod come up in the last 10 minutes? I don't know. Honestly, I
That's bad.
can't answer
That's
these
bad
questions.
management
It
because
is.
Marino's been drilled into the ground. He's not the most dynamic of football players anyway.
Yeah.
And now to be playing how he is, he's basically getting flogged like Kai Havertz was
Yeah, exactly.
last season.
It's
So
nice to get the win and 3 points, but it wasn't convincing performance. We're used to this now, unfortunately. Big up to Mo. And please, why has Saka all of a sudden become too selfish? We've covered that as well at the beginning. I personally, once we get the left winger, you'll see a lot of selfishness, and that's what I need personally because
which is great, but be
he'll stretch the
efficient with it.
defence. Yeah, exactly. That's down to him, that bit. Wolves didn't do anything till we let them score. When we play you lads, all you need to do is get set pieces. You will have a field day. City's second goal should have not have counted. Villa
A lot
will
of people
smell
saying
blood
that.
in the water against us. People say Nichols too young, but we gave Trent and Bradley first appearance. Rest was history. Exactly.
Well, we've done it with Wanieri and Lewis Kelly,
Yeah.
Smith Rowe, Saka. So we're not Arsenal are not. We're sorry, we're known to do that anyway, but I just don't think he feels like this is not the right time because Bobby's going to disagree with me because a right back should be playing right back. But I just feel like I don't think you can lump a kid in like that under this pressure. If we were 5, 6 points clear, maybe there's a bit of room to play him and see how he goes. But because it's so close at the moment, I think he just went with experience. Declan Rice is the type of player where he can play pretty much all anywhere on the pitch. He could probably play in goal as well. But we don't want to see Declan Rice there again this season. So let's hope that Timber and Calafiori, their minor knocks, and one of them is in the starting lineup and one of them is on the bench on Tuesday.
Luke saying Nichols is too small for the profile Arteta likes, Chris. Unfortunately, Luke is pretty much spot on. Evening, gents. Happy with the 3 points, but not happy. Who
Yes,
cares
Brenny.
about what Arteta likes? To be honest, worth a chance. You don't know until you try, mate.
Well said, Chris.
Well, I'd give him a chance, but that's Arteta for you, Chris.
But this is the thing, Bobby. If he was going to try Nichols this season, he would have done it in the Carabao Cup third round.
Yep.
He would have done it in the fourth round, fifth round, and he
Exactly.
hasn't. Because why haven't we done that? Not because we're not. He's not good at bringing kids through. it's because we've got Ben White as a reserve right back who needs minutes, and if we don't give him minutes, he's going to leave a lot sooner than we want him to, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
everyone needs their minutes, and at the moment, even Ethan Wanyeri is struggling for one reason or another
Mm.
to get on the pitch, and Noni's struggling to get on the pitch, let alone Ethan Wanyeri at this point. Norgard's struggling to get on the pitch. So it's down to the manager because obviously he creates the substitutions, he picks the squad for match day, and we should have enough to cover those positions. I mean, we had Marley Salmon on the bench right
Mm-hmm.
today, so he is giving youngsters an opportunity to sit on the bench as and when he feels he can. Um, Nichols, Salmon, I'm sure Saliba could have gone to right back and Salmon could have come on if we needed to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Miley is more advanced than Nichols at this stage in terms of development,
Yeah.
according to Mikel Arteta and what we see on the bench and who's coming on and getting minutes in the Carabao Cup.
Mm. Big up to DJM saying not title winning form. Haven't watched the game as of late where I've been convinced we've seen the game through comfortably needs to change. I'm with you on that, DJM, I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
for sure.
Temi going with Yildiz in January. There's a lot of moving pieces for Yildiz to come. Look, what needs to happen is Juventus need to deal with whatever they're dealing with at the moment with Yildiz. It's going to be interesting. Weirdly, we're not the Yildiz is not the only player that's having some contract issues that we're kind of possibly going to take advantage of. We've got a young lad in France that we're also having a chat with whilst he's having a fallout with his club as well. So it's interesting that Berta likes this kind of situation. So we'll keep an eye on it. It could be interesting. I know I've been like saying minimum 3, minimum 1, but I'm thinking maximum 3 at the moment. I just feel that there's something brewing and it's looking quite good at the moment. So we'll wait
Which
and
is
see.
great. I mean, look, mainstream media a few hours ago, Bobby, talking about Semenyon,
Yeah.
a BBC journalist who does a lot of work. Well, supposedly he does work for Arsenal. Sammy Mukabel.
Oh, Sammy
He,
Mockbell. Yeah.
he seems to be saying that Semenyon wants to play for City, he wants to play for Pep, he wants to come and win trophies. But a lot of other people are saying this morning, if the Arsenal do go in, then he's an Arsenal player. It's as simple as that.
Oh yeah.
But at the moment, Arsenal have not made their move. But that
We can't.
I don't
That's
think we should be
why.
ruled out because 24, 48 hours ago, as you know how the transfer market works, he was nailed on to go to City. Now, all of a sudden, rumours of Ethan Nwaneri going to Bournemouth surfaced in a solid manner this morning in the mainstream media, which you've been saying. And I know you want to get into the transfer stuff next week, but now that we brought it up because of the chat, I think Semenyon is I think we got a decent chance as a fan looking in from what I'm seeing in the media, from what you've hinted at this point in time. It could happen if
It
we
could.
want it to.
Well, that's the important thing. It's not. It's actually no. I'm going to rephrase that comment. It's
Go on.
not a case of if we want to, if we can.
If we can. All right.
The only way that as I said yesterday, Ethan goes. It does not mean a forward comes in. That's
Yeah, you did say that.
we would need a forward player going. So let's Martinelli, Jesus, either one of those two goes, we can then get a forward. When there he goes does not mean a forward. It means a defensive-minded player,
body,
or just someone further back than a forward, because it's just the way that we want to do stuff. I know some people might not disagree with it. That's fine, but we are very stacked in terms of, because if you think about it, we've got Havertz, Gyökeres as 2 strikers. We've
yes,
got Trossard, Martinelli as the left wingers. We've got Madueke and Saka as the
Saka,
right wingers.
and then you
we've
got Max
Eze
as the
and
7th.
Odegaard. So, and Max further back behind.
As in terms of like, if God forbid, if that goes wrong, we've still got him to come in.
Yeah, exactly. So that side of it, we're fully stacked. Obviously, if Martinelli does go or if Jesus goes, then there's a possibility that we could then go. But Semenyo, at the end of the day, will leave. In my opinion, will leave in those first 10 days.
Okay.
So we need to get a move on. There are people looking at Jesus. There are people looking at Martinelli. So it's possible, but in my opinion, at this present moment, he'll go to City, and Waneri will be the replacement for Semenyo. So
Right, understood.
yeah, that's
Okay.
what I think personally at the moment.
So then they found Ranieri was to go. Then we're looking to fill a midfield defensive position rather than
Yeah,
an attacking
it could
position.
be a fullback. It could be a midfielder type player. He may even be a young one. It's not necessarily going to be someone with experience, but just someone that we are going to build up.
Right.
So, yeah, in my opinion, it's going to be different.
Because with the injuries that we've got in defence,
Mm,
I just wouldn't mind Ranieri going out on loan. And if we get a Mark Gay or someone like that in,
yeah,
it's not. It's not a, like. It's not a. It's not a gamble, and he
yeah,
can actually participate in that back line with his experience and his knowledge of the game.
yeah,
And I think he would complement what we've got.
yeah,
And it will just add an extra layer because obviously Ben White going into the second half of the season, unfortunately, he's starting to show signs of he's more injured than not.
yeah.
So
Um,
having that extra option would allow us to breathe on a day like today, if that makes sense.
yeah. So,
On a, I would give him some. I would give someone like Margay, whether he would take it or not, is a different story. A 2-year contract with a third year,
yeah, so
or like, do you know what I mean? Something like that, and I'll take it to
yeah,
30, right?
yeah, exactly. So with Gay, it's slightly different. Gay is someone that we like. Everyone likes him. You know, it's a cheap deal that's available. But we would prefer a fullback. That is what we would prefer.
Okay,
There are a
that's
couple.
interesting.
It's more of a left back, proper left back, which then frees up Lewis Skelly to go into midfield a
Yeah,
bit more often.
because the reason I say that to you, Bobby, the reason I said it's interesting is because if Mark Gay comes in, he plays at centre back, right? So then you got Big Gabby, Mark Gay. Then you got Saliba Mascara in the middle. You got Timber White. And then for me, as a left back options, Hincapié, Calafiori, for me personally, I don't see the need to go and look for a young left back or another left back if you've got those options already.
Yeah, I can see where you're
Personally.
coming from. I can see where you're coming from.
And then MLS still goes into midfield.
Yeah.
Because for me, Calafiori and Hincapié, they should be our left backs for the next 2, 3, 4 years, no? Surely they're good enough to do that.
Well, we
You've seen more of Hincapié than me. I think he could be a left back week in, week out, no?
yeah, it could be, but the one we're looking at is I think he's 19, 20.
Is that the one from AC Milan?
I'm not going to say where he's from. I'm just
Oh.
saying he's 19 or 20. But
Sorry to cut you. I think Aston Villa have just scored again.
Yeah, they have. Yeah,
Ollie Watkins.
made it 2-1. So it's just really Arsenal are trying to balance the squad as much as humanly possible, making sure that we're covered in every angle. I think, me personally, I have no issues with a left back coming in because we don't actually have a proper left back. I do mean proper left back that will bomb forward. Calafiori and Hincapié can do it, but a proper left back is very different to someone that can play left back. It's very different to me. Very much like Timber and White, they are very different. Until you put Mosquera or Saliba there, because with Ben White and Timber, I know that they'll bomb forward properly, and they know the runs, they know how the wingers will work. Calafiori and Hincapié, in my opinion, can't do that as well as what a proper left back can. I know I'm fullback allegiance and all that kind of stuff. I know this before anyone comes at me, but I have no issue, and Arsenal have always wanted a proper left back. Hence why we were looking at De Kuyper in the past and many others. So if we were to get one, I have no issues because it then frees up Lewis Skelly to go into midfield when we need him, or if there's a game that suits him, we can put him there. So I have no issues with it personally. I know a lot of people will, and that's fine. But we also need a backup for Gabriel. So Hincapié and Calafiori, as much as I want to see him play, we also kind of need to look after him as well, just in case Gabriel gets suspended or picks up another injury. Plus his age. I think Gabriel is 28, 29, if I'm right about that.
I think he's isn't he similar to age to Odegaard, which is 27?
Yeah, I'm just going to have a quick look.
27, 28?
He is 28. Yeah, he's just turned 28.
Just turned, yeah.
So yeah, it's just an interesting one. Sorry guys, I know that's match reaction. We will get there eventually. Never mind you what is in January. Sign me up. I've got a sports science degree. Let me work my magic. Up to you, mate. Well done though. That's really good to have a sports science degree. Only performance I was impressed by with us today was our signings: Frimpong, Kirkes, Wirtz. Oh, Wirtz, there you go.
I think man of the match, Wirtz.
But Wirtz's best game for us, even though it's Wolves. Kirkes been good recently too. Whoever knew Wirtz was a good player? Shocking. Gyökeres is going to get good. Takes time, it seems. I think you're getting there. We're getting close to seeing the best of Gyökeres. He's getting
I think
a
so.
little bit better. And I quite liked what I saw today, to be honest, from him. He needs a little bit more confidence, but he's getting there. Maybe need a full back. Yes, Mo, I think we've covered that now. Just a left back, not a right back. We don't need right back unless Ben White goes. That would be summer wise. But we do need a left back. All this talk about player wants this club, we don't know that. Semenyo can still go to any club that's interested. Right now, yeah, because it's a release clause. At the end of the day, if City don't pay that in the manner that Bournemouth want it to, because don't forget, this is very different to how it is done in Spain.
Looks like the Eze one, right?
Yeah.
You can pay a little bit more overall, and then someone do it like that.
And this is where, because I know a lot of people say, well, it's not going to be a bidding war. Technically, it is, because it's going to be if 6 clubs pay that release clause, but there's one club that are paying it in a better way that suits Bournemouth. Bournemouth go, well, bugger what you lot, we're going with that one, and they're entitled to do that as well. They are entitled to do it because of unless you pay if a club pays £65 million in one lump sum, then it's done. That's sorted. Bournemouth can't say no to it. But if every club will negotiate release clauses like we did with Eze, so yeah, it's not.
And in that one again, the pattern was, what was it? Spurs were there, and then we just went boom. Wait a sec, bang. So never rule us out, especially with Andrea Berta around. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, Berta's mad. I'm not Semenyo, not going to City, by the way. I think he's already gone to City, but that's my opinion. Bournemouth looking over shoulders at relegation. Let's smash Villa on Tuesday. Aston Villa plays a high line, so we need to play Eze in the 10 role and Martinez on the left wing. The last time we overloaded the right wing, we had nothing coming from the left flank. Well, with Matty Cash out, that's a big bonus for us, to be honest, because Matty Cash has been brilliant at right back. Right, let's get into the details. Right, so that was our starting lineup. Ray, obviously, we've covered all this anyway, to be fair. Brighton went for a change. They went for a kind of a 5 at the back, 2 full-backs, Kadioglu and
like a 3-4-2-1.
Yeah, it was interesting. Obviously, I got to see both my full-backs that I enjoyed, so I enjoyed watching those. Ayari was good, Hinchelwood was good, Gruder Gomez was very good, Rutter was good as well. To be honest, it wasn't, even though I've rated them really badly, because I know I've scored them badly, but you'll see why. You'll see why. We've kind of covered all this as well.
We have.
So we have. Finished 2-1. So there we go. Possession.
Great finish by Gomez, by the way. Top bins. He drilled it off the post, ricocheted out.
Yeah.
What can you do? People were blaming Hincapié for that. Yeah. He's got to block the ball. It's going to ricochet and bounce off somewhere, isn't it? So, what can you do?
Possession-wise, I did say it would be close because Brighton like it just as much as we do. So 53 for Arsenal, 47 for Brighton. So I'm not concerned by that. I am concerned by the next one. 24 shots, 6 on target. That's starting to really narc me.
What was that in the last game? 25 and 7.
Yeah, it's starting to really...
against Everton, I think it was 18 and 7 or 6 shots on target.
It's
So
starting to knock.
now we're getting into a position of the stats are showing it. It's not just the eye. We are starting to play. Now that our attackers are coming back to full fitness, we are starting to be a lot more positive in the final third. But our finishing is atrocious at the moment.
It is. It is indeed. Total shots, 10 were blocked. 0 hit woodwork, 21 shots inside the box, 3 outside the box. For Brighton, 7 inside, 1 outside. They hit the woodwork, 2 blocked shots. XG, here you go.
Look at that.
This is not good. 2.8 for Arsenal, 0.8 for Brighton. But then, once you go to the XG on target, that is very, very close. Very, very close. We were lucky today. I know first half we should have annihilated them as always, but second half they were much better. 1.75 on target for Arsenal, 1.53 for Brighton. It was a close game in the end, but our set play 0.08. That's really bad for us. But in all fairness, they did have Van Heck, Capola, and Dunk, so that is going to be hard to attack. And Gabriel didn't come on until late anyway. Passing actually 84% for Arsenal, so anyway, it was all
not bad.
81 for Brighton. We have 56 touches in the opponent's box. They had 19. Nothing really interesting on that one, really. 16 clearances, 25 for Brighton. Duels pisses me off every time. Sorry, people.
Yeah.
Aerial duels, we lost heavily. Ground duels, we won, so that's a bonus, I suppose. But overall, you lose the duels. Top performers was Saka 8.6, Odegaard 8.59, Gomez 7.96. Doesn't shock you that goalers and assist people at the top. Raya 7.78, probably one big
that
mark
save.
for him for that save. Trossard had a really good game.
He's playing well.
Yeah,
It's the most consistent he's been throughout his time at the Arsenal, I think.
Yeah, it was. Van Heck had the most touches, 76.
Well, that's interesting.
Pegging with Rice, exactly, I know. Hincapié, 75. Saliba, 67. Dunk, 66. So pretty much.
Good to see Hincapié starting to really get into a groove and get his touches.
Yeah, he's so good.
I think the players are starting to trust him.
Yeah. Right. Let's see the comments before we get into this part. Villa do play high line, but Emery in pain in the back for Arsenal always gets results most of the time from versus Arsenal. If Villa come to the Emirates and get either a draw or win, then they are second favourites behind City. For me, we would be a distant third favourites.
What?
Luke, I'll be honest, I know that Ali's going to disagree, but I'm with you on this one because I think Villa have been fantastic. Villa are the only team that actually scared me. I'm not scared about City. I am scared about Villa. Because
I get what you're saying, but for us to go from first, for us to say that we go to third favourite, that's a bit of a stretch at this present moment in time. Because we're complaining, we're moaning, but we keep winning. So it's like until we start dropping points continuously in back-to-back games, or like then I'll change my view and be like, yeah, we are third favourites because we're not consistent enough.
If we did lose to Villa on Tuesday,
yeah,
I know a lot of people have City as favourites, and that's fine. You probably do as well, and that's fine. But I don't. I'm not worried about them.
I've got us as favourites.
But if we
I've
were
got
to
Arsenal
lose
as favourites.
Tuesday, would you then be worried that Villa could actually win
Yes,
the league?
Absolutely. I'm worried now. But the point is, I back my team. So, and it's not deluded faith. It's the results are showing. We are winning. This is mentally making us stronger. We don't want it as fans. Even Mikel said it in his post-match. He goes, obviously it'll be a lot easier if we were 2-3 up. We should have been out of sight.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you'll take 2-1 every single game.
Yeah.
If we're winning them and not losing them, like we did at Villa Park.
Yeah.
So it's fine margins. We as fans, we want to win by 2 or 3 goal margin, because at the end of the day, it's an easier watch. Whether you win 1-0, 5-0, 2-1, as long as you win, you win. As long as we're winning, who cares? Obviously, we want the performance to go with the results. Now we're starting to get a little bit of performance in spits and spurts. and now our attackers are not finishing correctly.
Mm.
What I saw from Martin Odegaard today, I want to see that every single game. I don't want to. I don't want to see that every fifth game.
Mm.
I need Saka to be scoring every other game.
Yeah.
I need Saka to get an assist every other game.
Mm.
I need Gyökeres scoring every game, if not every other game, between now and the end of the season in the league. We need Jesus, Havertz, Martinelli, all of these boys, Nane, getting goals and assists every other game, if not every game, when they get an opportunity to do so. That's where we're at the moment. Trossard is our best attacker, the most consistent all season.
Yeah.
And he's going through a bit of a lean spell at the moment. So what is that saying to the others?
Mm.
Someone else needs to step up. We don't. We're trying to create these moments. So Bobby said that hit the nail on the head earlier when he said you want your attackers to be selfish, but I don't want my attackers to be selfish if he keeps hitting it down the goalkeeper's throat. So I'd rather you square it, and then once you get your confidence up, shoot away and hit those corners because you're hitting the middle of the goal at the moment.
Yeah.
How many of those saves did the Brighton goalie make today? Was he at full stretch?
Mm.
It's on the eye. You can see if he's making full stretch saves, then you're like, okay, fantastic.
Just reminds me of Raya save sublime stuff, but I don't need my heart getting stressed during.
100%, and that's why we as fans are worried and disappointed.
Yeah.
Is it more worry? It's more frustration. I think is the word of the day.
Mm. Yeah.
We're getting frustrated with these 2-1s.
Yeah.
Because it should be 2-3-0 before it gets to 1. So if you don't, it's quite simple, Bobby. If we don't finish our dinner against Villa on Tuesday, we'll end up losing 2-1.
Mm.
You put the ball today, for example. I watched the Chelsea Villa first half. Chelsea were all over them.
Mm.
Chelsea could have been 2 or 3-0 up.
Yeah.
Finish your chances. Villa don't win. Aston Villa, Man United. I watched the whole game. Manchester United should not have lost that game.
Mm.
They should have won that game, but they lost to a Rodgers worldie and a great second finish.
Yeah.
They had ample chances. Aston Villa give lots of chances away. They've been extremely lucky, just like we've been lucky to win the 2-1s. They've been extremely lucky to be 1-0 down and win 2-1. 3, what was it against West Ham? They were 2-0 down or whatever it was. They won 3-2. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're not convincing me either. We just got to stay strong as a football club, hold our nerve, which we've done for the past 2 weeks, which is also a positive. Man City winning both games. Then we have to respond. We've done it. We've done it. So I have no issues with us winning these games. My issue is you need to be clinical. And if we are not clinical, then in the second half, Mikel Arteta needs to earn his coin and make sure he makes the right substitutions at the right time, and he makes positive substitutions so the opposition do not gain confidence with our negative substitutions, which would be putting an extra defender on and things like that. So that's where we're at the moment. We're in a bit of limbo when it comes to be clinical, so then Mikel Arteta's job is easier to manage the last 20 minutes of the game. As soon as that first goal went in for Brighton, I was more annoyed knowing that Mikel's probably going to go a little bit defensive because we're 2-1 up and he wants to hold on to the lead rather than going for it and then conceding the second. But fair enough, he brought on Big Gabby and he brought on Jesus, and it was a bit of a mix, wasn't it? In terms of he brought off Miles Lewis-Skelly for Gabby last 20 and then he brought on Jesus for Gyökeres. I would like to see Gyökeres and Jesus in the same team. I think Jesus can unlock Gyökeres. I really do. I would like to see that on Tuesday, to be honest. Jesus left, Gyökeres up front, Saka on the right, or Madueke.
Let's hope so. Chris having a pop at the Soccer Saturday pundits. I have no time for him, mate. I have no time.
I don't even watch that.
They employ Mike Dean as a specialist referee.
That's crazy, that.
Shots on target and duels, all I care about. XG is basically being one area of pitch for a whole game. Let's be real about it. I could do that for 90 minutes and get high XG. Chelsea are poor, says Mo. It's like a Leicester with Villa.
Yeah.
Leicester won a title contender City in 2016. That made.
If Villa don't get any injuries, they could go all the way.
Yeah, they could. Villa beating Chelsea are now on a 12-game winning streak. Insane. It's all about consistency. We can't.
Lucky 13 is my number. Let's break it.
I've got City as outright favourites. They have the experience of getting it over the line in April and May. Villa don't have our scar tissue, whereas we have a long history of not getting winning. We must beat Villa or it's over in the league, in my opinion, says Tony.
That's harsh.
Football is actually and literally that simple. Bloody defend and bloody score. How can I send a resume to Berta Bobby asking for a friend? Send it to Richard Garlick at the training ground. He'll thank me for it. They've beaten both Boston City if they go to Stamford Bridge and then the Emirates and win that. They could not at least be second favourites. For me, I just ignore City. For personal reasons, I just ignore them. I'm not that worried about them. Let's smash good evening on Tuesday.
100%. Yeah, attitude.
I'm hoping it's a great win and a great performance. Lose it, I'm going to start panicking. I'll be honest.
Listen, Bobby, at the end of the day, it's that old chestnut. It's a 6-pointer. There's no hiding. There's no need to. We don't need to hide anything. Tuesday is a 6-point game. We win that game, they're not catching us. We lose that game, then we're crawling. Like, it's literally a scrap. We're swinging it out in the middle of a boxing ring, rather than keeping it at arm's length and keeping them at bay with your jab and your cross and just moving around the ring as you would. That's a similar analogy I'm going to have. That's what I'd say to the lads on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Do you want this title race to go to the wire? Do you want to scrap it out swing for swing like you're milling? Or do you want to win this game and keep them at arm's length? It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Win the game on Tuesday, and I can see them dropping points again very quickly after that, because the turnaround is quick. This is where the league is going to be won and lost. We've got 4 more games to win.
Yep.
Villa number 2. Bournemouth 3.
Got ya. Even when Leicester were top going into crunch season, media still didn't put pressure on them when it's pressure and Arsenal. And City,
Absolutely.
The crowd will be up for it. It's all or nothing on Tuesday, says William. I'm with you, guys. I'm with you. Right.
We need Champions League settings on Tuesday.
We do. We've got 10 minutes left, guys. So let's crack on with this. Raya rating, please, mate.
9 out of 10.
9. Right.
Just for that save. If he doesn't make that save, we're third tonight.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Rice out of position, 8 out of 10.
8. Saliba.
William Saliba, 8 out of 10. I think he made one vital. He was chasing back. I think it was in the second half. Made a crucial block when Brighton were coming down onto our goal, and I think that was at 2-0.
Okay. Hincapié.
Solid 7 out of 10.
7.
First game back after his minor shoulder issue.
MLS.
Marzu Escali, I don't think he done much wrong. I think I'll give him a solid 7.
Okay, cool.
Confidence is building in that position for him again, I'd say. Zubimendi, 7. Solid 7.
7. Marino.
Caused a bit of chaos in the box from corners. Distributed the ball okay. 6 out of 10.
6. Okay.
Solid. It's not a bad mark. Odegaard, 8 out of 10. Great finish. Had a very good game. By his standards of this season. That type of performance, I need to see that against Aston Villa and more in that game on Tuesday. Don't just settle for that Martin Odegaard. I want to see a 9 out of 10 performance against Aston Villa from you if you start that game, which is very likely.
Yeah, it will be. Saka.
Bukayo keeps the ball very well. He's improved on that composure. He can pull up 2-3 players out of the game. and then he shifts it on, shifted the ball onto Odegaard. Like you say, was it really an assist? Not really sure. But again, it was down that side of the pitch. 7 out of 10. You got to be better with your decision making in front of goal. If you are not in clinical form like a Mo Salah, that everything you hit goes in, you have to think about your teammates. Are they in a better position? Like Henri always used to say, rather than taking the shot on, just roll it across the 6-yard box, roll it to the penalty spot for the oncoming midfielder or striker to hit it. And if they miss, it's not your fault.
Yeah. Tross?
I think Tross, I'll give him an 8 out of 10. Looking good, technically sharp. I wouldn't play him on Tuesday, but a very good performance today.
And finally, Gyökeres.
I'll give Gyökeres. Could and should have scored that first chance. It was early. No excuses, though. I'm not going to give him to say, oh, he's cold. He didn't warm up. Like, do you know what I mean? Early first shot of the game and all that. He should have scored.
Yes.
I think he had another shot in the second half, which was quite a powerful shot. If I'm not mistaken, it was across the goal when the keeper saved it. Yeah. We need to see a lot more of that. I'm going to give him a low 7 because I have high standards of this guy, and I can see that this guy will give everything for the shirt. But we need to. I want to see him pull that trigger, but the only way we're going to see him pull that trigger. So, for example, the end of that cross that Saka did for Martinelli, that would have been perfect service for Gyökeres. Those are the type of things that we need to do early, because that was an early cross by Bukayo. And then Martinelli ran across his centre-back and got the shot off. And I know for a fact, if we can get Gyökeres into those positions regularly, he will score. But he's not. He's not scoring. There were a few people on Discord saying, where is everyone talking about Gyökeres? He's not very good. I told you guys that he's crap, rubbish. I'm not going to say who it was, because everyone's allowed their opinion. And if we're going off numbers and stats, then he's coming into that territory where Arsenal fans are going to start to grill him. But I'm going to keep the faith, and let's see what he does in the second half of the season.
Exactly. Right, subs. Gabriel came on for Lewis Skelly.
Solid as a rock. Very happy to have him back. 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. Okay.
Because he only came on for 25 minutes.
Came on. Yeah. Next one, Jesus.
So on Big Gabby, he gives us that composure at the back. I thought we saw out the game a lot better today.
Yeah.
So again, that's just Big Gabby. That's what he does. So going into that game against Villa on Tuesday, I expect him to start because we're going to need him from the start. We didn't have him at Villa Park, and he could be the difference because they've got no Kamara, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if he's injured or he's also suspended, and they've got no Matt Cash. So there is no excuse for us not to win that game on Tuesday, especially with Big Gabby back in that back line. Jesus, I would like him to start. As soon as he comes on, we keep saying it, we play faster. The movements are better. The link-up plays there. I want this guy to play on the left wing, man. I'd rather have... This is the thing. I'd rather have Jesus in this game against Villa coming up and take him off after 60 minutes or 55 minutes. Give me 45 minutes of Jesus in the first half, and I think Arsenal will be in a very, very good position come half-time. But I don't... So basically, what's the way I can best describe him? He's a mixture of Martinelli and Trossard, isn't he? Yeah. In terms of he's got the touch of a Trossard, and he's quick enough and strong enough to do that Martinelli type of role. So we've got he's a hybrid of the two, in my opinion. And then that will open up and free up Victor Gyökeres through the middle on Tuesday night. I'll give him a 6.
6. Okay, cool. Right. Kamara is also suspended to Israel.
There we go.
Martinelli came on for 10 minutes. We're not going to score him.
5 out of 10.
Yeah, it's not.
Because he missed that chance and he should have scored and it should have been 3-1. Simple as that.
Quick player races now. This wasn't me. This was my friends.
Interesting.
So these are the ratings because obviously I didn't watch the game fully, so it's not fair for
me to rate
them. So my friends at UEFA have scored this. So Verbruggen got a 7, Coppola got a 6, Van Heck got a 7, Dunk got a 6, Kadioglu got a 7, De Kuyper got a 6, Ayari got a 7. Hinchelwood got a 6.
Good player,
Ruda
Ayari.
had a 5. Gomez got an 8. Laruta had a 5. The bench, Weaver and Minte came on at half time. Weaver looks good. I like him.
He is.
7. Minte 7. Welbeck got a 6. Costulas 5. And Watson 5. I obviously, because I haven't watched the game, I'm not going to do my player of the match or unsung players of the match because again it's unfair. But we are going to talk about this dude very quickly and rate him. Got 5 minutes left.
Bobby, where do we go? I think the starting lineup was what he could do. He was never going to give Josh Nichols the opportunity to make his Premier League debut in such a high pressure game, in my opinion. He's adapting. He's adapting to a lot of injuries. Every manager gets injuries, right? But we are getting an injury again. It is crazy. There's no cohesion. There's no rhythm. That's why it's taken now. All of a sudden, in the last 3-4 games, we're starting to get some patterns up front. But not for the whole game. Like we're talking half an hour, 45 minutes here and there. Hopefully, that's going to build come Tuesday as well again, and we can do that for 60 minutes instead of 45. I'll give him a 7 today, just because obviously Timber, Calafiori, those crazy whatever happened there. That is gonna make you disjointed. First 10 minutes we were a little bit all over the shop in terms of Declan Rice doesn't know how to run into those right back positions in an attacking sense. I think he's doing all right. He could do a lot better. We know that, but the players have to also help him now because we're creating and they're not finishing their chances, Bobby. And I know it sounds like we're repeating ourselves, but we're creating enough chances to score more than 2 goals a game. So let's just try to ease the pressure on our defence. And I think we'll end up getting more clean sheets without that. It's good that we're going through this as a team. But it's not healthy for the fans. To 95th minute, well, still, oh my God, please, God, ref, please blow your whistle, mate. We don't want to let in a random goal off a corner that someone comes off someone's bum, you know? But be more ruthless. And we need a bit of luck on the injury front because we get Gabby back and then all of a sudden Calafiori's out in the warm-up and Timber's out. We got Ben White in, then we lost somebody else. I don't know who it was. So it's always 1 in, 1 out, 1 in, 1 out. We need a 6-week period where everyone's back and let's see how the performances go. Then we can really judge Mikel Arteta and his management style because at the moment, from game week 1, he hasn't had Havertz. He hasn't had Jesus until a few weeks ago. Then Gyökeres was injured for 4 or 5 games. Then Odegaard was out for 2-3 months. Big Gabby's been out since November. It is difficult. We do gloss over that. We miss that bit out, don't we, really? And that is also having an effect on his game management of players, load and stuff. Because at the beginning of the season, we didn't have enough attackers to flip them around. Now, we don't have enough defenders to flip them around. So it's very difficult to be a manager and a coach. I understand that, especially with a team of this caliber and this size that we all love. I do feel sorry for him a little bit. But at the same time, you could have been 5, 6, 7 points clear if you didn't make those mistakes in previous games as well. Yeah. So it's. I'm not happy with Mikel, but I'm also level-headed enough to be like, okay, he's had a lot of issues to deal with in terms of injuries, not in terms of personalities kicking up a fuss on because they're not getting playing time. So we just need to go on a run where our attackers stay fit and we get our defenders back, and let's see what we can do. Because I'm very, very confident we can still win this league. And it's not delusion; it's just these boys have gone through it. The best way to learn is by losing. So if that doesn't make you mentally stronger, nothing will. Because losing on the last day of the season, losing how we have done in the past few years, that should put you in good stead to get over the line, in my personal opinion. So There's I don't have an excuse. If we lose the league, it's because we were not good enough and our manager made wrong decisions at the wrong time,
Yeah.
and our players never took their chances when they should have,
Mm.
i.e., in the cup game. That could have cost us. We were very lucky on the penalty shootout.
Indeed. Right, let's get through the comments and we'll wrap it up. Got a couple of things to talk about as well
Yeah,
before we
mate.
wrap up. Brighton goalkeeper, in Mo's opinion, should have been no. It was a yellow card.
It's because he was going away from goal,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Brentford not missing Mbeumo and
Not
Vincent
at
at
all.
all. I told you about Sade. Sade is a good player.
Another
More
hat
hit and
trick.
miss, unfortunately, but yeah.
Well said.
Big Gabby Jesus is winger to me, to be honest. I still believe in
Well said,
Gyökeres.
Chris.
I love his work rate. Now, I've just quickly looked whilst Ali was talking there. I've just looked it up. So, normally a top striker, your goal conversion should be above 20%. Now, I've just looked at Gyökeres's. His is only 19, so it's not exactly miles away from 20%.
That's crazy.
Marino is 20%. So he's, even though people are saying, "Oh, Marino's a better striker," his is only 20%. Saka is the one I'm worried about. He
He's
is
on 15.
10%. 10%.
Oh my lord! And now this is why I'm saying take the easy option, Bakayo. Your goals will come. This is what I don't get with some of our players. If we're taking the easier option and we're 3-4 nil up, when you get your chances, you're going to be a lot more relaxed in that position to finish your shot, to finish the action.
Yeah.
We should be battering some of these teams. We should have won 2-3 nil against Everton. We should have won 3-4-1 against Palace. We should have won 3-4-1 today. Then we're all talking a totally different. We're talking about Arsenal in a totally different light.
Yeah.
No one would be worried about Villa and City if we're smacking these teams like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the frustration is you're not finishing your chances.
Yeah.
Bobby's stats again come through to the party. Come on, common sense as to you can't be an individual player if your output is low. So do the sensible thing and just feed it across the goal. It doesn't mean your mentality is weak. You're just not in form.
Yeah.
If Gyökeres is on the wing and he can square it, I want him to do exactly the same thing as Saka. Square it. Don't shoot. You're not in form.
Yeah. Bit of context with the details I've given you on Saka and Gyökeres. Now, Haaland's on 28%. Ekatike is on 23%.
Yeah.
Regarding Saka, Rodgers is on 21%. So that kind of tells you the whole difference between Arsenal and other players, which is why.
And you also have to say that Rodgers he's got a lot of braces, and then he'll go quiet for a while.
Yeah.
And then he'll get a brace in a game, and then he'll go quiet for a while.
Yeah.
And then the goals he's scoring are worldies.
Yeah, exactly.
So, again, those stats are there, and that's a fact. But go in and look at him and analyse his games as well. The whole 90 minutes. Don't just go on that. Because he's quiet, bang, goal against United. Quiet, bang, goal. Don't see him again for the rest of the game.
Yeah. Kamara is also suspended, says Israel. Villa still have good midfielders. Kamara
Of course they do.
won't be that much of a mitch. He's very good.
Mate, he's got legs. He's got energetic. He's very good. There's they've been weakened.
Yeah.
This evening they've won, but they've come out of that game weakened. They've got to travel back to Birmingham. They've got to come back to London.
Yeah.
So there is no excuse. We have to beat them.
Yeah. Chris saying still make Arsenal favourites in terms of the squad and defence. Don't really look in the past. Can't rely on Villa's players being suspended. Have to still show up regardless. Otherwise,
Well said.
Win. Have to be a
Well said.
and go for it now. Under the circumstances, I think we're doing well.
Go on, Chris.
Message.
Yeah.
Got more braces than the dentist equipment. Exactly.
Literally.
Right. Thank you very much, gents. So obviously there will be a preview on Monday for the Villa game. Now, I did go to urgent care today regarding my throat. I am going to go on. I am on the emergency list for the ENT, which they said will ring me within a week because I do have to have a growth cut out of my throat. It's not an infection or anything like that. It's just a growth for no reason. Don't know what it is, but that is obviously going to play an impact on some streams at some point because obviously it's in my throat. So I will keep you updated as much as I know. But I am on the emergency list for it, so it could happen at any time. But I think I'll be fine Monday,
Yeah,
and then we'll just have to play it by ear from then. Obviously, if I'm unable to do streams, I'll obviously speak to Ali, and we'll come up with some kind of other way of doing it.
yeah,
There are other ways, but as for me, it depends what it is, and what the outcome of the actual lump is.
yeah.
But I'm going to keep doing this until I get called in, basically. So
Cool.
nothing gets me down. So obviously, if I have to, well, I have to have surgery on it. But until that moment, I I will carry on streaming.
Yeah, listen.
I'm a stubborn git.
At the end of the day, Bobby.
Yes,
Listen, we're a team, we're a unit. We've got other people behind the scenes as well.
exactly.
Your health is the most important thing
Yeah,
for the mid to long term. I hope, please, everyone, just pray for Bobby. Everything goes well, and he's safe and sound. And listen, mate, Football Takeover is going to be here for a very, very long time. So
yeah,
if
exactly.
you need to take some time out and we've got to sort something out, we'll definitely do that. And God willing, hopefully I'll see you on Monday if you're
Yeah,
around.
yeah,
If
yeah,
not,
yeah.
at least we've aired that now
Yeah.
into the public domain.
Just want to
And at the
keep
end of the day,
yeah.
family and health comes first.
As I spoke to Ali before we even started this, you guys in the comments are like family to me. I'm glad you
Yep.
found me from previous channel. So it's important that I update you so that you know that there might be a couple of streams I can't do, but I'm hoping I won't be out for too long. To be fair,
And if that is the case, we have other content
exactly. Yeah,
coming in very, very shortly.
yeah,
So whether it's short content, live streams, clips of streams past and present,
yeah.
we will fill in the football takeover schedule in due course.
Exactly. And guys, just because I can't talk doesn't mean I can't do slides. So if there's a clever way that I can do this,
And I'll
whilst
be
I
there.
can exactly, I'll just carry on doing the slides. And for anyone thinking, oh, that means a couple of streams without the challenge.
Shit.
No.
Damn. Because another way we can also do it is you're doing the slides and then you just type in your comment into the comments.
Exactly. I can still type, people. I
Yeah.
just may not be able to speak for a bit. But
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So
Guys,
we
I
will
really
adapt.
appreciate
That's
all your
what football.
comments, though. It's really nice. I'm just reading them all now. It's really, if not, yeah. Well, in all fairness, it's unfortunately it's unfortunately a growth in my throat. Don't know what it is. It's not a because obviously, basically what they asked today, do I feel unwell? I don't feel unwell. It's just an absolute pain in the butt. It's right
Yeah.
next to your uvula, so
Okay.
anytime it touches, it just makes you feel a bit. And obviously it's got to be removed, so we'll have to wait and see. But I do like that. That's very, very funny, Luke.
That's good. Listen, at least we're consistent.
Yeah, exactly. But guys, really do appreciate all the love. I'm reading everybody's message, so it's really nice. I do like being called Bobby Balboa. That's pretty cool.
That's what you.
But guys, I will definitely see you on Monday.
And I'm the
night, 'cause-
trainer. I'm the coach in the corner.
Yeah, exactly. I will definitely see you Monday night because that will definitely happen. As for whatever happens in the later in the week, I don't know yet. But I'll let you all know, and if not, Ali will keep you updated as well. So,
100%.
guys, I'm out of here. Speak to you later. Take it easy.
Take care. God bless.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye bye.